Welcome to Globe 10.0. I'm Steve Silva, joined by Chad Finn, talking Red Sox managers. We've got a couple of old friends that are at the top of the heap. Chad, I think it's coming down to two guys for the American League Manager of the Year. We know them well, Terry Francona of the Indians or John Farrell, who skippered the big turnaround for the Red Sox. Who gets your vote?
Bobby Valentine, of course.
Yes.
I'm going off the chart on this one, off the grid. No, it's probably Tito, I think. That Cleveland team it doesn't have much. You're a decent second half from Ubaldo Jimenez. You got a good year from Jason Kipnis, but it's a lot of mixing and matching with that team just to get them to the fringe of the playoffs. So I think the Red Sox, we forget, for all the great production they got from the guys they brought in, they get a lot from guys who are also still here. Ortiz is the great year, Pedroia, so on down the line. So I think I think Francona probably had a little bit more difficult task.
In my mind, it's not even close. It's John Farrell. It's a runaway train for John Farrell. He's the third manager of this team in 3 years. He took the Bobby Valentine disaster of 69 wins, went from a worst to first, the greatest in Red Sox history. That's got to stand for something. And they didn't do it with John Henry's checkbook this time. They didn't go out and sign players and expect, well, they got the big payroll, they expect to win. They filled up people off the scrap heap that nobody was happy about, Victorino or Napoli and David Ross and Stephen Drew, except Chad, when they signed him in the offseason. These aren't guys that you just trot out there every night. He had to work this lineup day in and day out, pulling and got the Middlebrook situation, four closers this season, dealing with rookies, pulling people in, the Ellsbury injury. He did a phenomenal job managing this team, and he did it in the American League East, not in this cupcake Central Division where you can beat up on the Twins and the White Sox all day and the Royals and sneak in the back door. It's nice what Tito's done with the Indians, but please.
I'm changing my vote. I'm voting for Bob Melvin of the A's.
So we beg to differ on the Manager of the Year. I say John Farrell. Chad says it's his old friend Tito. Maybe we're going to have a little off-camera wager on this. Stay tuned.